YouTubers, it's Jessica, and I'm doing a book review. I haven't really done one in a while, and I'm pretty excited about this one. I came about it on my Instagram, which is pretty funny. I think I was looking at stuff for 50 Shades of Grey, and I kept on reading all this stuff about this guy named, and I say his name, Kellen Kyle. Um, so this book review is on the book. I don't know if you can see it too well, but it's called Thoughtless by S.c.stephens. And it's pretty cute. I mean, the cover is really nice, and the book is great. I'm going to actually buy the second one, and I'm going to read the second one. And if you haven't read this book, I suggest you go out and get it and read it and just like have a great time with it. The book is really good. The writing is really good. There's an equal amount of dialogue. There's a good amount of descriptive writing, and the descriptive writing is not boring. Like every stupid detail is not there. If you do like 50 Shades of Grey, I think you might like this, although I'm a little weary about saying that because I wasn't a big fan of Bare to You. So I'm not going to really say that. So scratch that off. But yeah, this book is really, really, really good. It irritated me a little bit, and I say irritated because the author uses the word irritation way too much. It almost drove me insane how many times I read that word. But besides that minor little detail, I thought the book was excellent. Of course, I don't like the main girl, because to me, she is, I'll say what she is later. But the main character is Kira, and I believe it was in Ohio. She lived in Ohio, and her boyfriend, Denny, was going to move to Seattle, so she basically left everything and went with him. And in Seattle, his roommate was this guy named Kellen Kyle, which he is just, the way he's described, he's just so dreamy. He's the guy you want to read about when you're reading a book. And he's in a band. They're called the D-Bags. And he's this just rock god. He just looks amazing. He sounds amazing. He plays the guitar. He sings. And all the ladies love him. All the ladies want to throw themselves at him. So, he's known Denny, I believe it was in high school, and he said that it's fine for him and Kira, which is his girlfriend, to be roommates there. Along the line, Denny has to leave to Tuscan for his job, which is 2 months. And during those 2 months, she actually became really close with Kellen. And I would say they were actually too close to be friends. They were holding hands. They were hugging each other. They had their, they were just holding hands and just being very flirtatious. And then, so blah, 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 as it goes, then he calls her and says he had a job promotion, that he needs to be out there for 2 years. I'm sorry. She got really upset, she started drinking. Kellen came home, and I'm pretty sure you know what happened after that. And then supposedly the next day, Denny came home, and there was a big problem. So basically the whole moral of the story to me was this girl who basically left everything to be with her boyfriend, who's roommating with this amazingly hot guy who's there for her when her boyfriend isn't there, and who basically has an affair with him. And to me, I called her a whore even before Kellen called her one. And I think that she was. She was basically having sex with him and having sex with her boyfriend, and I felt so bad for her boyfriend, Denny, because he seems so nice. He's Australian, and he just He looks good. He's sexy. He's not ugly. He's smart. You know, he went to work. He dropped his promotion for her. He did everything for her. You know, and and she was still sleeping with Kellen. So a bunch of problems arose, as you can probably imagine, it being an affair. You know, choose me or choose him. But Kellen is sort of this really, really badass. So basically, when she says she doesn't want to be with him, she doesn't have any feelings for him, he goes and he starts basically screwing anything that walks. And she's pissed off at that because she doesn't want him to be with anybody. And they end up sleeping together again. And she's just, and I'm guessing anybody would sort of be in that situation. Um, but yeah, this whole big affair happened, and obviously they got caught, not in a crazy kind of way. You know, and I'm skipping parts because I don't want to give away the whole book. You know, Kellen sort of basically gives her an ultimatum on what to do, you know, what she needs to do to choose him or choose her boyfriend, and she's so scared. And she confuses me. I just want to punch her in her face because one time she chooses Kellen, and then she'll go and tell Denny that she'll move to with Australia. And then she says she chooses Kellen, and then she says she chooses Denny. So the girl is whacked out of her mind. She, like, doesn't know who she wants. Although that's who she should choose. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. It's just, you can tell that he loves her. He ends up falling for her, as every great love story is. She obviously ends up breaking up with Denny. He goes to Australia. Stuff happens between her and Kellen. They break off. And I can see why, towards the end of the book, Kellen is a little skeptical about being with her. You know, she's just broken his heart way too many times. And I just wanted to punch her or strangle her. You know, she drives me insane. But the book was great. You know, I was seeing all this stuff about, you know, if you love 50 Shades of Grey, if you love Mr. Christian Grey, then you'll just love Kellen. And you know what? I absolutely fell in love with this character. He is so raw. He's so passionate. He's so strong. He's good looking. He has all those great qualities that you can ask for in a male character in a book. To be able to read about someone, he is a perfect character to read about. You know, he's basically a rock star in his town, and he's always going to Pete's bar. That's where they play music, and you know, it's a great book. It's really good. There's no vulgar language as in Bared to You was. There's nothing truly explicit about it like 50 Shades was. I wouldn't call it a soft porn. I wouldn't call it an erotica because there were sex scenes and good sex scenes. But there was sex scenes and everything was really perfect about this book. I can't wait to read the second one and do a book review on that one. That one is Effortless. And I'm pretty sure they're coming out with a third book. I can't really remember the name of it. Thoughtless, Effortless, and I don't know. But overall, the book was great. There's action in there. There's love. You know, there's passion. There's sorrow and jealousy. There's just a bunch of emotions in here. And believe me when I say you won't be able to put this book down. I read this book in a day and a half. As soon as I knew about it, I read it. And it probably would have took me a day if I didn't have to, you know, do everything with my kids. But those are my kids and I love them. So, yes, go out, get the book. Thoughtless. Don't forget to get Effortless. Although you can't get it at stores, it doesn't come out until January next year. But you can get the e-reader. So if you do have an iPad or iBooks application, just look up the title Effortless and it should be there. I believe it's about $8, which is not expensive at all. And I already have Thoughtless on my iPad, so might as well get it. Yeah, that's all I really can say. I love Kellen. He's great. The book is great. The characters are great. The writing is great. She did really good in this book. And I actually believe, I'm not sure, don't quote me on this, that the book probably came out this month. So, 2 thumbs up, or maybe not. I think in the summer, maybe before, not sure. But 2 thumbs up. Great book, great read, and if you are looking for a really good adult romantic book, then I suggest you go and read Thoughtless by S.c.Stephens. Have a beautiful night.